Welcome to our channel. Ghum Hai Kisikey Pyaar Meiin. Arsh wins auction as Rajat faces fallout over Savi's decision. Arsh's taunts at a party lead Rajat into a drinking spree despite Savi's warnings. Rajat's refusal to listen results in a halted property deal, causing company turmoil and his potential resignation. Bhagyashree's mockery of Savi adds tension, while Mr. Kotari's support and Aman's engagement to Ahana provide a glimmer of hope. The episode of Ghum Hai Kisikey Pyaar Meiin began with Arsh placing a bid of 140 crores for the land. Rajat urged Savi to raise their bid to secure the property, but Savi cautioned him, stating that the land wasn't worth such a high price. She stopped him from going any further, allowing Arsh to win the auction. The organizer declared Arsh the winner, leaving Rajat and Aman disappointed in Savi's decision. Arsh taunted Rajat, calling him a failure, and exited the party with a shika. Savi tried to explain her reasoning to Rajat, but he refused to listen. Once home, Rajat began drinking, despite Savi's warnings about the doctor's advice. She pleaded with him to stop, but Rajat angrily told her to stay out of his affairs. Savi then revealed that she had spoken to the landowner's wife and learned that the property was entangled in legal disputes, which was why she had stopped him from bidding. She didn't want him to invest in a bad deal. However, Rajat remained unconvinced and vented his frustrations. When Sai entered, Savi quickly hugged Rajat and cautioned him. Rajat tried to maintain a calm demeanor. Sai noticed something was off and asked Rajat if he was upset, but before he could respond, a phone call interrupted them, and Rajat left to attend it. During the call, Rajat attempted to calm the board members, reassuring them that they still had alternatives despite the failed deal. However, the board members were not swayed. Raju inquired about the situation, and Rajat revealed that the deal had collapsed because of Savi's interference, which had resulted in a significant loss for them. Aman then arrived with the news that turmoil had erupted at the company, with the board of directors now calling for Rajat's resignation. Rajat and Aman hurriedly left for the office. Meanwhile, Bhagyashree mocked Savi, accusing her of never being helpful to the family, and walked off, ignoring Raju's efforts to speak with her. Raju consoled Savi, assuring her that he understood her actions were well-intentioned. Later, Mr. Kotari and his wife reached out to Rajat through a video call, expressing their support and assuring him that they would try to convince the board to give him another chance. Rajat was grateful for their assistance. Mrs. Kotari then brought up the idea of getting Aman engaged to Ahana, as Ahana had feelings for Aman. When she asked Aman for his opinion, he agreed to the engagement for Rajat's sake, given that Mr. Kotari was helping Rajat during this difficult time. In the next segment, the men and women prepared for the Karwa Chauth celebrations and gathered together. The women praised Savi's appearance in front of Bhagyashree, who was clearly unimpressed. Sai wondered why Rajat had not arrived yet, prompting Bhagyashree to make a sarcastic comment. Raju met Shantanu and mentioned that Savi had brought good fortune to their family, adding that Lucky had passed his exams with distinction. Shantanu shared the news that Milind had been appointed as the new head of department, HOD. Overhearing this, Lucky congratulated Milind and regretted sending his hall ticket number along with some money. He mentioned that he planned to call Rajat and tried to reach out to a friend. Raju then asked Lucky if Rajat had answered the call, but Lucky shook his head, indicating that Rajat hadn't picked up.